What's the most accurate way to predict what's coming your way? What's the future have for you? When are things going to be activated in your chart? There's 12 areas of your life that covers everything you're going to go through, but not all of those areas of your life are activated at one time. Now, there's such a thing as transits that we hear in astrology. Jupiter in Aries, Venus in Capricorn, and transits do have a way of affecting the world, but is it really going to affect you? A lot of times it's not. Because if you don't got certain planets and certain signs, in that transit period, it doesn't mean it's going to affect you. That's why so many people will be like, astrology's not real, nothing happened to me. If it's not in your natal chart, it's not going to activate your life. But there is a way to really get an understanding of what area of your life is going to see the most influence at a certain time. And so this is a technique that comes from the Vedic tradition. Now, most of you are tropical, most people that watch my channel probably tropical because I'm here in the States. I teach both tropical and Vedic. And if you're not going to pay attention to the Vedic system on how to predict what's going in your life, you're missing so much on how to take your power and get about the most, the most bang for your buck. Because the Vedic or the Justice, the astrology of India, is a lot of times going to be so much more accurate about predictions than necessarily your transit. So I'm going to teach you real quick and real easy how to know what area of your chart is being activated at any time of your life. Now, this is called Madasha, or the Dasha periods, and it's saying that each planet rules certain seasons of your life, and that planet is in charge of your life for a certain number of years. And you can figure this out for free. You don't even have to contact me unless you would like to. thebirthdaycoach.com. Schedule your half an hour reading with me. That's my little commercial. But you can do it for free. Go to Google, right, and type in free Vedic chart. And I think one of the, within the third or fourth things that pops up is called Prokela.com. I think it's Prokela. I might be pronouncing it wrong. You'll see it, but it's a free Vedic chart where you can type in your information, where you were born, the time of birth, and it will give you a chart of your, your natal chart. And then underneath that natal chart, it will say free Kundalini reading. And click on that, and then as you scroll down, it will let you know what Dasha period you're in. It's going to list all the planets and when these planets are ruling your life, at what period of your life. And that's the period that planet's being activated. So let's say your sun's in the 10th house, and the 10th house is our career, and the sun is our authority. And you're like, when am I going to get career success? When am I going to start being recognized in the world? You're going to get it when your sun period, your sun dasha, is being activated. So I don't care how much transits are going around the chart all these years. If your sun period isn't activated, you're not going to see that 10th house highlighted. Same thing with your 7th house, your marriage. When am I going to get married? Well, let's take a look at where's your Venus? Who's ruling the 7th house during this time period? And that's how you can know when the transits or when something's going to happen in your life. So what I would do is, you go to that free Vedic reading, free Dasha, and it tells you the planet that's ruling your life right now, what years it's ruling your life. Go back to the natal chart. In the Vedic system, go back to the natal chart and see where that planet's at. So let's say you got Mercury, and all of a sudden Mercury's in one of the houses. That means that house is being activated. Mercury's what? Business. Mercury's our thoughts, our communication. So business is being activated, our thoughts are being activated, our communication's getting better, but also the house that it's in. So let's say it's in the 11th house. So now our groups, us being able to talk in groups, us being able to have wealth, because the 11th house rules wealth, that's being activated because we're in our Mercury period. So if you're new to Vedic system, you've always done tropical, go do a free Vedic chart and go see what Dasha period you're in, see what planet it is, and see where that planet's in your natal chart, and that house is now being activated. Do the activities of that house to get the most out of that period. And you're like, I don't want to do all that. I just want quick answers. I can do all this for you. You can get a reading on Zoom with me, one-on-one, half an hour at thebirthdaycoach.com. What period are you in? We need to know that. We need to know what you should be focusing on. See you later.